All right, I am glad you are here. I am Ron Wilkie, your cybersecurity quarterback, and I'm here to help small businesses. I work for the National Cyber Risk Agency, and I am director of the Small Business Cybersecurity Services Division, right? So that means all of you small businesses, all of the small businesses out there, I'm here to help you with your cybersecurity. Me and my team, we will help you with your cybersecurity. Why? Because nationwide, we know that small businesses are targeted, so we have a special division just to help small businesses stay secure. All right. So in this video, we're talking about free cybersecurity tools that you can use for your security operations center. You're like, what is a security operations center? So what you need is something that you use to monitor your servers or laptops, your computers that run your small business, right? So how do you monitor those systems? How do you know you don't have viruses on them, right? You need antiviruses on those things. You need intrusion detection systems with, intrusion prevention systems, things like firewalls, right? You need some of these things to make sure your business stays afloat. You don't want to get a ransomware attack, right? You don't want to get viruses on your systems and now you can't perform for your clients. So you need a SOC, Security Operations Center, that will help you keep your system secure. You can hire a company like ours, or you can do it yourself, or a hybrid of the two. And that's what I want to talk to you today about. How you can do this for yourself, or basically which tools you can use for free, first of all. And then how do you maintain some of these things? I'm not going to get into too many of those details. I don't want to make a long video, y'all. But I want to give you the information so that you can go do some research on your own, and you can also contact us, and I will help you because that's what I'm here to do. This is just what I do, y'all. This is what I do. All right, free security operations system tools and solutions, right? So we put this together just for you, our top tools, and this is my number one, Wazoo, right? It's awesome. It's open platform, which means there are a lot of users with a lot of information. It all gets dumped into the system, and you get to benefit from it. It has file integrity monitoring systems. It has information and event management. They call it a SIM tool. It has log analysis, so it can also record all of the interactions on those systems. So you can know who logged in, when it logged in case something happens. You have a log and for audit purposes. So a lot of things come with this. It has great documentation. Developers, users, like I said, it's open source. There are a lot of people that use it. It has a lot of information in it and expertise. All right, so that's my number one. These other ones, no particular order, but you'll see how they can all work together. This Security Onion, I like it. It has an IDS, intrusion detection system, and a prevention system. It has network monitoring also, so it's kind of like Wazoo a little bit. It's very popular. It has good documentation, and it's a good starting point for organizations. And again, this is free. Out of the box, it's pretty good. This Elastic Stack, that's what's called Elk Stack now. You see it there on the screen, but it's formerly Elastic Stack. And some of you may know it by that name, but if you don't, it's all good. What I like about this one is that it has really good collection of logs, and it has visual logs. So it's not just you're just seeing like who logged in where, but it's very visual with graphs and things of that nature. It has a central repository system, which is pretty cool, which means everything lives in one place. You don't have stuff all over the place you're trying to find. Um, I think that's about it. That's the only thing I really like about it. It's open source as well. It's free. Like I mentioned, all of these are free that I'm going to show you. This OSEC overview, I like this one because of the IDS and IPS that it has. It has a very good, powerful, as you can see, and versatile host-based intrusion detection system. And remember, I mentioned IDS, so intrusion detection system. This is a host-based, which means it lives on your systems. It's not on the firewall or somewhere in your environment running. It's running in your system. So as soon as something happens to your system or whatever systems which has this on it, then you will be notified. You will know. It's open source as well, and this integrates very well with Wazoo. So some of these you're going to be able to see how to put them together because some have strengths and others have weaknesses. A strength of this one is the HIDS, the Host Intrusion Detection System. Let's go with this other one, Mist. I like this one as well. It has a very good, very good uh, analysis and threat intelligence platform in it. So these other ones that I mentioned, I never really mentioned threats, but this is really good at learning the threats that could potentially be exploited, which are your risk to your devices, to your system, to your business. And this is a strength of Mist, the malware information sharing platform. So you're going to want to use this with some other type of SOC device or SOC solutions that I mentioned to you previously. Now this one, Zeke, this is great for network traffic analysis. That's why you people use this one. It is really good. If you're familiar with Wireshark, looking at things in real time, this is great for network analysis and real time analysis. And you want to integrate this into your systems, enhancing your effectiveness of your security posture. So you're going to see how you can also use this with other programs as well, because there is nothing does everything. There's no one solution that just fits everything. All of these do different things well, and some do more than one thing well. That's why I like Wazoo and why it was at the top. But you can also use some of these other ones like the Hive. This one is great for incident response. So this is going to give you all the information. If something happens, something goes wrong, and you call me and you say, "Hey, Ron, I have ransomware on my system or whatever it is. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know what happened." I can use, if you have this program, I can see everything I need to see in order to track what happened and to isolate the ransomware on your network to a specific device or devices, cut it off, and then start your backup. But this is good for having that analysis, right? It's also good for collaboration, and it's good for threats as well. So just like I mentioned, NIST for threats, the Hive project here also has a ton of threats, and it's using information sharing from the collective community to have a ton of information. And you need that, especially if you want to be compliant with any other regulatory compliant agency, such as SOC or, well, I said SOC 2. That's different than the SOC we're talking about. But SOC 2, HIPAA, PCI, GDPR, things like that, ISO 27001. And I can get more into that in a different video. Suricata. This is good for network monitoring. That was another one up that I mentioned previously that was good for network monitoring. But this is also good for network monitoring. But what's great about this one is that it's fast and it's more efficient. So it's going to be used differently. It's going to take up more resources, but it's going to look at a large packets of information. And let's talk about combining all of these tools. I mentioned this sporadically in between a lot of these, but you can see here we put together what we would like to see put together. And you can choose how you want based on how you feel. But for log management, we like Wazoo and Elk stacked together. Network monitoring, we like Zeek and Security Onion. Endpoint security, that's like on your system, on your devices, on your computer, on your server, wherever you have information, wherever you're connecting, whatever you're using, that's your endpoint security, the security on that device. We're like Wazoo and OSEC together. If you're focused on incident response, we love the Hive and Mist. As I mentioned earlier, we love the Hive. So let's say you may run Wazoo with Elk and Hive, right? Or you may use Wazoo and Security Onion, and then Mist. But these are very powerful tools, and you can combine them, right? So what do you need to look out for? What are some things you need to keep in mind? You should keep in mind the overhead. Even though these things are free, it takes effort to put them together, to configure them. That's why you would call someone like myself to get you going, to get your systems, secure and up and going. And if you want, then you can retain, us for monitoring. Also, it takes some skills. You do have to put in some time. You do need someone with technical expertise, even though I do believe you can do this. But it's a lot better if you have someone with expertise to help you do this in your environment. And now the scalability, yeah, it's free, but just like, if you ever played a free video game, but in order to really get the most benefit, you had to buy little pieces here and there. It's the same way with this. It may start off free, But as you grow, you're going to want more capabilities, more things. And so there may be some costs that occur. All right. And that's it. If you have any questions, put your questions below in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. And also, if you need any of these services, I will definitely offer my services, offer our services, the Small Business Cybersecurity Services division of the National Cyber Risk Agency. That's why we are here. We are here to help you and keep you secure. All right? Look for my information in the comment section below or in the description.